name's Margaret. Welcome to Card Readings. Again, it's about topic is Big Brother and COVID-19. Now, the first thing I want to put out there, if you know, Canada has Big Brother. It went into the first or second month of it, and they cut it off because it wasn't necessary. It wasn't important to have it on. Yes, it's entertainment. You make people happy to watch it. People like gossip. You know, it's a good show. But they stopped it because it's interesting. Now, I know we are different countries. Yeah, Canada, Australia, we are different countries. But it's interesting how what we think is important or it's not important. Now, yes, Australia, we closed shops. We've got less staff out there who's working. They shut schools. They closed parks. You can walk in parks, but you can't go on strings and that kind of stuff with the parks. They shut beaches, and that's quite interesting, isn't it? I mean, because there's hand distances and all that kind of stuff. But they let Big Brother go in, and I find that really interesting because you are going to get contact. You're going to touch each other. You're going to hug each other. You're going to share the same showers. You're going to use the same toilets, the same dishes. Yeah, it's there. It's a Big Brother thing. Everything's open. So you're going to hug, touch, whatever. And I find that's really interesting in that in itself. But two, it's an entertainment thing. It's not that important. I mean, food over Big Brother, it doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't make sense. Closing the shop down to Big Brother, yeah, having closed to Big Brother, it makes no sense. It really doesn't make sense. And this is why I think it's a phony thing. Yeah, I thought that's important to tell you. It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. So if it was me, I would shut Big Brother down for that reason, because just in the medical side of it, and what we have to do and what we don't have to do, it kind of connected to Big Brother. I mean, even with the people behind the scenes doing the camera stuff, I don't know how close they are together. When people come up on stage talking to this lady, I can't remember her name, but they hug and touch each other. I mean, it doesn't make sense. You get crowds of people there. I mean, it's the dream world. It's where, I mean, Gold Coast, you know, it's really makes no sense why they would have kept Big Brother going in a situation like this if it was real. And that's why I think it's a phony. So I thought I'd share that one with you as someone who picked it up. Secondly, this is 2014 episode 3 if you want to watch it, Big Brother. Now, one of the things I want to share with you. There's a lady that works in the show, works for in a electrical joint. Now that's not odd, yeah. I mean, people who works in places like that. This is 2014. As you all know, 2015 I moved to Bendigo, yeah. I've been going past this outlet shop, yeah, and I'm just thinking, and I was unemployed, walking past this outlet shop, and I go to this lady who I said, I know she's connected to 10 and 7, that's an apartment, she's connected to 9 too, but she's connected to 7 and 9, 10, and I remember saying to her, you know what, I'm not going to do it, and I laugh at this, it's so funny, I'm not going to do it, but I said to her, I wonder what you have to do to work in an outlet shop. What's your requirements to work in the outlet shop, and it made me laugh because this is what this lady's saying. This is what we had to do. Like, I have to give the house rules because she's in charge of this place. So I thought that's quite interesting in itself. So I thought I must have picked that up because I just watched that today. So yeah, without knowing, because I know other people who work with Blue Healers who's around in Bendigo. I know people who work with who knows Simon Baker who is around Bendigo. So that kind of stuff, yeah. So like I have talked about Simon Baker before. So I thought that's interesting. Secondly, there's two girls in this episode who had to choose over food and money. Now, the two girls will get $10,000 each if they don't have food for the week. They have shakes, that's it. Yeah. You can't be thinking, yeah, it kind of sounds like us right now. We have no toilet paper. We do now, but we had no toilet paper for a while. What do we do now? Kind of thing. And it's pretty funny because the government's giving out people who are unemployed 2 lots of $750 for last then. So it's quite interesting, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah. So for that, I'll share that with you. And they've got this cafe now too in Big Brother where you can go and buy stuff. It has to be with that $10,000, so you can't use card and IOU or anything, but it has to be cash, yeah. But the cash, this one, it's there's some cakes, right? $100 a slice. And yeah, so you can choose if you want it or not. That's interesting itself because I find right now with food and stuff like toilet paper and that, prices went up. Yeah. So that's interesting. And again, shakes over food, whatever. So it's COVID-19. We kind of go with that all the time. So I thought that's interesting itself. Now, this bit is not Big Brother, but it reminds me of how media works. Now, a few years ago, if you haven't heard of it, it's called The One, and it's a group of 10 people, I think it is, who are psychics, and the last one standing who will win. Now, around the second season, third season, I think it's the second season, where they go on a train and they have to look for a bag with a person. Now, there's something in this bag, I think it was money or something like that, but you have to look for this person, yeah, on this train. It was a double-decker bus train, sorry. But at the same time, around that time, it was about 2 to 6 months before it happened, we went through a system where they were fixing up railway lines to a point they have to bring buses in to pick up passengers and that, so we just had to have buses for that time. And it makes me think of that because it's the same, like it was around the same time that this picking up bus trains and railway lines, and then they put this on The One. So I thought that's quite interesting. So yeah, I had something about the hospital. I can't remember what it was, so I'll leave it. And yeah, so this, like I said, it's just thoughts, and it makes no sense why. Like I said, this is not a major show. It's a major show and it's a show, but it's over life and death kind of thing. Is it important? And if this was a real life situation in the COVID-19 thing, are you putting people in risk? You know, are you putting people in risk when you put on a show like this? Because it's meant to be a live show. I'm assuming it'll be the same as 2014, where you have 16 people in this house hugging, kissing. Yes, they probably will be washing their hands, but they'll be doing adult stuff, and you all know what I mean with that. And I hope I'm not breaching this over 7 line here. They probably are using condoms, but the other stuff that goes with it, it does not make sense. It doesn't make sense. Yes, they haven't, and they are using public condoms, but the other side of it, I mean, touching hands, yeah, all that kind of stuff. It doesn't make sense. And with the guys are kissing each other. This is a genuine kiss, not a romantic kiss. This is a genuine kiss. Isn't that breaching the contact stuff? Yeah, so and it's like behind the scene with the camera crew guys. Now, I don't know much about Big Brother in this sense, but I'm assuming they'll probably be connected close to each other in one way or another. Yeah, so it's interesting in itself. They probably are sitting next to each other. You know, it just makes no sense. Why would you put a show on if it was COVID-19 was a real thing? Aren't you risking people's lives? Yeah. That's what I'm doing. Is it just makes no sense. It really does not makes no sense with COVID-19, and why I'm putting these two together. Yes, it's a fantastic show. I watched probably the first 3 years of it with Gretel in it. I like it. I like the dynamics with it, both. You know, people with this one, they have a person who she has a learning disability, and they have a guy. I'm sure he's on YouTube. He whinges about everything. He whinges about the panel, the whole lot, Australia, the whole lot. But it works for him, yeah. And it's so good. It's like the dynamics are really good. But if this COVID-19 was real, would you put people's life in risk like that? Again, it's all about, it makes no sense at all. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy, and hope you're thinking about this when you watch these YouTube things or Facebook things, because like I said, this makes no sense where you can close some shops and buildings and that, but you can run something like Big Brother. Bye. See you later.